Hello everybody, Shifu with the cards here, coming at you with another video. I don't know if I'll be a streamer. I don't know that I have the time to do a stream. I'm trying to work on it, but I haven't yet quite decided. But what I'm going to do is make content, YouTube content. Gwent After Dark, there's some exciting news coming up on that front. I don't want to spoil it, but I think I have a new co-host, so I'm pretty stoked. So we have some announcements about that, but I can't want to spoil it yet. So I finally got a chance to play today. Finally, got a chance to. Well, I haven't been able to play all of December, so I was like, man, I really want to start playing this game and trying to rank up, see where I fall. So I played for about 4 hours today, played some games, and got to the top 1,000. Kind of excited about that. I was at 801 when I stopped, and I'm steadily dropping down. But what deck did I use to get there? Well, I want to say one thing. First, I want to thank Swim. Swim is a very, very good deck builder, and he's I don't know if it's his primary. He streams too, but he plays Soyatel. So I played some Soyatel, got a little far with that. Played my Dwarves and Dragons, got a little far with that. But then this deck is the one that's been doing really well for me. So I thought I'd make a little video. I'll do some gameplay about it tomorrow or the next day. I think I have to work tomorrow, maybe Sunday. But it's a trap. So the way it works is basically a Soyatel trap deck with a few little bits of flavor. So as you know, I'm a big fan of King of Beggars, love King of Beggars and Doo-Doo usually, but I don't have Doo-Doo in this deck. This is a no Doo-Doo deck. And this deck has been really frustrating people. I played a variant of it when I was playing, and it was really good. So I kind of tweaked it, played with it, got the right format, and I'm still trying to get the overall tweak right. But this is what I've used to get to top 1,000. 2 fireball traps. Now this is really important. On the opening hand, I have Bruverhoog. He's important to the deck. And what he does, if in turn 1 you do not have a fireball trap, which is possible, try to get either King of Beggars or a fireball trap and a commando. So you want to have one of those, 2 of those 3 cards in your hand. What you want to do is, if you don't have any of those, is you want to use Bruverhoog to grab King of Beggars and use King of Beggars to grab a fireball trap. And what that does is, if you think about it, a lot of decks start off with cards of 4 strength and more. It really cripples Northern Realms with their scouts, the Reaver scouts, the field medics, the 4 infantry. It blows them up before they get on the board. It's really good against them. Really good against Soyatel with their low minions, with their little 3s that pounce. So it's like it stalls them and crushes their hopes and dreams early, which is good for any control deck, and it is indeed a control deck. I have not played it at the higher levels. Like I said, I got into I'm 1750 MMR, so I'm right around getting into the big boy league. But I stopped today to do this video, and I'll do some gameplay tomorrow. But it's a trap, so you have 2 fireball traps, obviously, right? You have 3 mercenaries used to thin out the deck, to grab first lights, to grab other elves, to keep on spamming these traps. Also to try to get Dalbathana trappers through the first lights. It's really just fun. I mean, at this point, I've been playing enough in the past 2 days to kind of know that everybody runs one of the 2 main decks I see is the Mushroom Infantry and a variation of Henselt, Promotion, Blue Stripe Scout, Northern Realms deck, and then a Soyatel deck that Swim made. That's everywhere, and it's really good, really tough to beat. So this deck is really good because it stymies those 2 major decks. Oh, and Skellige. Grey Boxer made a really good Skellige deck. I tried it out. It's very good. And so you see that a lot. So you see that variation of a Grey Boxer, Swim, or a Dunkoro. The 3 main people that are making great decks right now on top of the ladder. They deserve it. So this deck kind of goes in there, and it is very, very nasty, very, very controlly, and it kind of counters what they want to do. So you know what they want to do, so you play it and counter it first. It frustrates them. Then of course you have Villametrum Earth with the different trap cards in there. You of course have Aromancy for control with Eggless to bounce it back later on if you're going against a frontline heavy or backline heavy deck. The Skellige decks are tough because they do run a lot of weather resilience. but what you can do is trap a lot of them, and their boats go over the traps. So that poses a little bit of a problem, but you can still, once you trap them down and lower them, you can throw in a Bathalpathana trapper down there. So when they play something, it blows their boats out of the water, and it's quite a lot of fun. And then you'll play it, like I said, to top 1,000, and you'll start putting down trap cards, and they'll be worried. Like, is it Aegis? Is it Siren? Is it Torville? Not Aegis, but it's really good. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of heavy control-y deck. And you have to kind of really read the opponent you're playing. So you can't just throw down cards. These 6/3, the 3-head Vanguard are very, very crucial because they're 9 strength, which is hard to come by in this deck. Doesn't have a lot of strength. So that 9 strength is crucial. You can use your commandos to bounce them back to give you more pop. A good pass early on, disguising between Toraville and Siren, is very important to be a tricky situation, and they've won me quite a few because people didn't know which one they were, or they passed too early and then bam, a 4 spot. Even if you don't get the win off of them, it comes back for card advantage, which is a nice 4 points that you could use because they don't know what you have, and you're steady decreasing their deck to where they're never really comfortable to pass. So you're hitting them with 5s constantly, and they're trying to figure out what the cards are. They're playing off kilter. It's not a fun deck to play against, but it's good to be. So 2 fireball traps, like I said, grab it early, dominate the first stage of the game, stop the field medics, stop the scouts, really hurt them. They're going to, of course, go for, if you're playing against Northern Realms, they're going to, of course, go for the Redanian, heavy Redanian elites. But what's going to happen is you'll blow them up, they'll go to 1, and their next turn is what? They're going to go for a Reaver Scout. You simply commando back the fire trap, it blows up the scout, they really have nothing to do, it kind of throws them off. If they don't have any gold cards in their hand, they're kind of screwed. They can't play Priscilla, they can't play anything they want to play because it'll just be destroyed. So it really stalls them out. It's good against Northern Realms early on, and then you have some power with the 3-head Vanguard to give you some strength. Make them play their cards, draw them out in the first round, win the first round, and just set traps in the second round. Aeromancy is key. If you can get an Aeromancy early with your first lights and your mercenaries, depending on what you have in your hand, obviously use your Aeromancy to play Yavin or to Geralt Ard them back to, off the board. Especially, I don't know how many Ard into Fog infantries I have, but enough to kill several small nation armies. So it's really cool to do that. And of course, you're bouncing back. You've got to really approach every game strategically and think on who you're playing against, what they're trying to do. And this deck is really good against meta because everybody's playing the same 2 or 3 decks. So you kind of know what they're going to do. You trap against it, and it's just a heavy counter deck. I named it It's a Trap. It's not very... it's a trap. It is a trap. And it's really good. It's really solid against the meta decks going on right now. The other Soyatel deck is a little tougher, but you are putting down traps so they can't play their Elven Mercenaries. So that hurts their feelings a little bit. So I had a really good day today playing the different decks, seeing the meta, seeing how it's forming, trying to fight against it. And this deck is very, very nasty against it. Don't discount Villametromirth, especially against Skellige. That's the one that really kind of cripples them because they are sitting there trying to build their boats. Villametromirth sinks their boats and then in large cases destroys them. You got to play it at the right time. So I kind of go back and forth. So this is a guide for Gwent DB and also Gwentify. Gwentify is my favorite of the two, but Fireball Traps, Elven Mercenaries to draw and thin your deck, to get first lights, to get more elves, to get more weapons. Blue Mountain Commandos to bounce the mercenaries or the fireball traps, hopefully in the first round, to really control the game. Even to bounce back the 3-head Vanguards to give you more points, because those 3 points are going to be crucial because you're going to be limiting what they do. You're not going to have a shootout if you play this deck right. Aegis, of course, is just a great card, mostly always to bounce back Aeromancy. You want to see where your opponent's going. If you're playing against Skellige, Aeromancy may not be that big a deal because they are built against weather, but you can do different things with that. You can try to go back and get a first light to try to bounce back, get some more cards. But Skellige is tough. You really want to get the Lemaitre mark. Let me keep on going. Ard is really good. Blows the first line of defense back, specifically against Northern Realms. King of Beggars is crucial. King of Beggars is the opening gambit. Excuse me, right there. King of Beggars opening gambit to grab that initial fireball trap if you don't get it. So you only need 2. Because King of Beggars is going to give you that first fireball trap. Round 1, play it, set the tone, establish that they're going to be thinking, oh shit, what am I going to play? Milva is just a great card in general. Again, a lot of your wins are going to come at the end of the round making crucial timing decisions. Using Milva at the right time to bounce back their units. You want to try to have card advantage so you can make the better plays than they do, reading the board and the points. So, in other words, let's say you're playing a Skellige deck, and they pump their longships up to 22, which is obviously conceivable, and they pass, boom, hit Milva, bounces that 22 back to their hand, they're done, and you win. So a lot of it is nail biting. It's not easy. It's a not easy deck to play. Decoy for hand advantage, very important. A lot of times you'll get decoy off of your mercenaries. Obviously, you decoy them back. Aeromancy, great against Northern Realms, either rain or snow. First Light, thinning the deck, grabbing units. A Dalbathana Trapper, nothing better when they play a Reaver Scout. If you don't happen to have a trap, to throw that Trapper down, blows up the Hunter, excuse me, and they're gone. It destroys anything, really. Northern Realms is doing a Blue Stripe Commando type deck. Not anymore. Siren and Torville, my favorite cards. You can really mess with your opponent's minds with these cards because they're thinking fireball traps. Probably you've hit 3 or 4 fireball traps at this point. You put down Siren. He doesn't really know. He's trying to play around it. He'll pass because of frustration. Turns out to be a Siren. You win by 4. You win by 2 or 3. Torville, play him very carefully, but put some other cards in the row with him so they get the bonus, but don't be too obvious about it, otherwise you're giving it away. What I like to do is I like to put a lot of units, if it's Siren, like put them all in that first or second row, and you're thinking, oh shit, that's going to be a Torville, and it's not. And he blew all his cards, and you have massive card advantage 1, 2, and 3. Yavin obviously is a great card, just the dream play, if you can, there's another setup here, a deep setup. If you put 2 Dalbathana Trappers in a row where you want Siren to come, Yavin to come, you can put him down, play on that row, and it'll blow him up and everybody in that row. So you can do that too. You don't need Aeromancy for Yavin in this deck. You can dual Dalbathana Trappers. Or another great play that I really like that's next level, put 2 Trappers, let's say on the range row. They have a whole bunch of stuff in the first row. Art it back into the double trappers. 10 to everything. Boom. See how my screen blew up? So there's just so many combos, nasty trapper combos in here that you can play. You need to always think about it. I think this deck is a lot of fun. It takes a long time to master. Play it in non-ranked about 10 times to get the hang of it. And then enjoy frustrating your opponents. I know I do. So Shifu the cards, once again, signing off. Starting to play more, starting to make more videos if y'all have seen. It's going really well, and it's got me, like I said, top 1,000. I'm dropping consistently, so I want to take another picture. That's just for me, really. I got a top 1,000 today. Want to keep on. I think I took a loss somewhere. My record is not sterling, but it's not bad. And I'll be doing some more videos. I'm partnering up with Gwent daily, so keep in mind, always watch Torland stuff. Some people to keep a lookout for. BJ the Brave, great streamer. Watched him yesterday. Check out his stream. He's very excellent. Very excellent. Shout out to Merchant, although probably never watched this. We played today. Really classy individual. Appreciate it. Went daily. Check it out. Great features. That's about it. And that's everybody else you kind of know. And of course, King Blacktooth is, the big man on campus. Shifu the cards, everybody at Twitch is signed in. I'm just doing a video today, just kind of shooting it and sending it. Thank you for watching. Thank you for coming in. Shifu the cards signing out.